Well, what if I told you that China wants to choose the next Dalai Lama? Yes, a government picking a spiritual leader. And the current Dalai Lama, he's not having it. So stick around because this is getting wild, political and deeply spiritual. Yes, let's try and understand what is actually happening at the moment. The 14th Dalai Lama, now 89 years old, just said again that only he has the right or his trust to decide his reincarnation.
He reaffirmed the next Dalai Lama will be born outside Chinese borders to preserve spiritual freedom and avoid state control.
But why does this actually matter? Because China, on the contrary, is largely insisting it'll pick his successor. Yes, the Communist Party of China wants control over 6 centuries old Buddhist tradition rooted in faith and not politics. But let's try and understand a bit of history. Let's rewind. The Dalai Lama is not elected, he's reincarnated. Now, after the 13th Dalai Lama died in 1933, a search party of monks spent years looking for a child who showed signs of being his incarnation. They found a 2-year-old boy in remote village. That boy became the 14th Dalai Lama. Sounds mystical, right? Sure it is, but it is also a deeply cultural and spiritual process unchanged for centuries until politics stepped in. But why China really cares? Let's try and understand this also. Because since the Dalai Lama fled Tibet in 1959 after a Chinese crackdown, he's been the face of Tibetan identity and freedom. China's logic? Now, if they pick the next Dalai Lama, they will have control of the entire narrative in the region. It's like appointing a pope by a party mandate. Now, the Tibetan government in exile will totally reject this and has been constantly doing over the last few years. But what is happening now? At the current moment, the Dalai Lama has now made it official that the 600-year-old institution of Dalai Lama will continue. Only the Gaden Phodrang Trust, his personal office, holds the exclusive right to identify his reincarnation. Not Beijing, not any government. Now, if China goes ahead with its own selection while Tibetan monks follow century-old tradition, we could witness an unprecedented standoff. 2 Dalai Lamas, one chosen by faith, the other imposed by power. So why should you and me actually care about this? Well, because this isn't just about Tibet, it's about who controls the belief system as well. Can a political system decide who can pray to, who leads your faith and who speaks for your soul? Well, this debate between the tradition and state power could shape the future of global spiritual freedom. Stay tuned for more such content.